Hello everyone. If you've ever felt like piano practice at home is just challenging, emotional, sometimes just a downright struggle, this video is for you. Piano practice at home, keeping it positive is probably one of the biggest struggles for Suzuki families. This is because you're working so closely with your child. Now, I recently read this book, Positive Practice, 5 Steps to Help Your Child Develop a Love of Music. It's by Christine E. Goodner. I'd recommend getting it. I loved it. It was like a quick read. I read through it all in a day, extremely short. It's just like a little booklet format. I wanted to do a series of videos. I'm going to come out with one per week, a series of 5 videos, just kind of summarizing very briefly the steps that she goes over in this book so that you don't necessarily have to spend the time reading the book, because I know parents are super busy. So this is just the intro video, and then the next 5 weeks I'm going to be putting out just videos summarizing each little section of this book. And if you're part of my studio, I also have some notes on this and a little packet that will provide space for you to take notes on this if you're interested. What she kind of goes over in her introduction is that positive practice doesn't mean that there won't be struggles. Even professional musicians don't always enjoy practicing, and that's okay. So realize that that's like normal. It's important that when we're doing piano, we view this as a long-term commitment, because any long-term commitments will have ups and downs. But learning piano is about learning a language. We're learning the language of music. And so in order to become fluent in a language, boy, it is a process of immersing yourself in that language. And it's not going to happen overnight, so that is okay. Next, see your goal as a parent as one of coaching your child. You're the coach as they learn how to focus and stick with something even when it's difficult. It's not your job to be always telling. You are kind of coming alongside them and coaching them in this journey. So this week, she asks in the introduction of the book, Christine kind of asks the parent to think about what character traits and benefits do you want your children to get from studying music. So this week, try to jot some down. What things do you see your child getting from music? Maybe not things that aren't even related specifically to piano. Character traits, what are they learning through this? What is piano helping them grow in? And just kind of brainstorm that, because having some of those bigger ideas in your head of why we're doing this can help when the going gets rough. And then also think about 2 questions for me. And these are 2 questions that she raises in the introduction. What is the hardest part about starting practice for you now in your house? So what is so hard right now, and what are you hoping to see change? So what is hard? What's the hardest part? And then number 2, what would you like to see change? And think about those 2 questions, and then that will set us up for the part 1 video next week of the first step to positive practice. All right, see you next week.